Hi, it's Jer-Don again with Econtractors, and welcome to part 3 in our 4-part series on photo retouching. Let's go over what we've got accomplished so far. So far, we've taken care of the eyes. We've taken care of basically taken any imperfections off her skin that I felt that needed to become off. You don't want to go crazy with this. I think we've discussed this, and if you haven't watched the first or second video, I encourage you to actually go back and watch them so you can be up to speed on how we're doing it. This was basically, we got rid of the yellow in her teeth, and then we whitened her teeth up here. So you can see we actually whitened her teeth. In this part of the video, we're going to actually work on putting some makeup on her, giving her lips, putting her some lipstick on, because apparently when she woke up she forgot to put it on herself, so we're going to actually add a little color. It looks like she just put on a little gloss, and well, it's not working for us. So first thing we're going to do is our lips. So hit the levels, darken, darken, very nice. And this is all subjective, basically whatever you like, whatever you're going for. You can actually make it a color if you wanted to. We can make these purple, it doesn't really matter. So it's Command plus plus, use our hand tool, come down here, and we're just going to take our brush, gauge it down with your bracket keys. We're going to come in here real quick and we're going to just brush in her lips. You're probably like, if you haven't watched my other episodes, you're probably like, how is he moving so fast with that mouse? Well, I'm not using a mouse. I'm using the Cintiq 21UX. I recommend it for anybody that's going to do this professionally or as a job, because it just speeds you up tremendously. Now, if you alt click or option click onto your layer mask, you can actually see your layer mask and see where you've missed, which really does help out a lot. I think I went a little overboard right there, so I can get that when I come out, but this, so and then just option or alt click on it again, and it'll actually take you back to the original. And basically over here I think it did spill out all of it, so I'm just hit the X key and get rid of anything down here that I took. And then Command minus, I always like to be kind of far away when I'm doing opacity. I'll take this down to about 30, or about 24%. And there you go, before and after, before and after. Just add in color. If you add too much, it's just not real. Cancel, hit OK. So on, off, on, off. We could probably bring it up just a little bit, like 28%. Fine. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to add some color up here. We're going to actually add eyeshadow. Now, first we want to name our level LIP, lips, LIPS, and then we're going to come down here. We're going to do something a little different this time. We're going to actually click on a new layer. We're going to name it eyeshadow. Eyeshadow. And then we're going to come down here, and I actually already pre-picked the colors. I got like a purple here. I'm just going to Alt-Delete and fill that in. Now, no, we have not ruined the picture. What's different about this is we actually have to add the layer mask. Our adjustment layers come with one already built in. This one we actually have to add, and they're automatically linked. You can unlink them, but I don't know why you would do that. So basically, you want to fill in that layer mask, and we do that like that. And then we're going to Command plus plus, and we're going to come down here, and we're going to grab that same brush, and we're going to start to draw in. Let me switch these around. We're going to start to draw in some color into her eyes. Now, I have some pen pressure sensitivity going on here, so I can control the amount. We're going to actually use a layer style on this here in a second. You can see here, her makeup's a little off on its own. So let's say I want to come up here and come up here, down here. You know, what I may want to do in a future video is show you how to actually get rid of that with for our more advanced customers. We may want to actually show you how to get rid of this. It's just kind of easy. We just use a clone stamp or something like that and actually clone that out of there. So in fact, let's turn this off. Let's go into our stamp tool here. Let's get onto our white and layered. Actually, we're going to just bring this down here like this. Really doesn't do too much. What we're going to do here is we're going to actually reduce the size of this brush. This was actually not something we were going to do. Basically, you just hold down your Alt button anywhere around it, click, and then we can actually come in here and kind of start to get rid of this. Again, Alt click, and then we're going to click, 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 click. You can see we're starting to get rid of it a little bit, getting sort of that skin tone here. And you want to make sure we give it some matching tone. So I actually click in a few different areas. Click down here, and I'll come up, try to bring up some of them freckles. And you can see, you know, before, after, and that's going to be fine because we turn this back on and we have makeup coming down. You're not going to see any of that anyhow. So then let's hit our X key again, and let's get rid of, oops, let's go back to our brush here, and we can get rid of some of this here. I must have did something there. Command backspace and backspace. And okay, and we are on. We want to go into this, and then we're going to actually just hit our X key, and we're going to kind of get rid of this up in here, like this. Okay, then what we want to do is we want to go into our layer styles and change this to overlay. Okay, a little heavy, a little much, but what we do is we take down the opacity here, like at least like 22%, and now we just add a little shadow. Now if we want to add some more shadow here, just hit our X key again, and we can actually come in there and add a little shadow. I may want to go on the outside and actually hit X again and kind of get rid of this right here. And this is all up to you. It's all subjective to what you like. Let's go Command minus minus, and you can see with and without eyeshadow. Just, you know, pretty simple. And this can be any color you want it to be. Every color is going to look different depending on how it looks in the overlay mode. Next thing we're going to do is, and I'm moving kind of quickly here, is, we're going to do cheek. So basically what we would do is we'd click on this, come up here with our dropper. I grab a color, and then I go about, let's say if it's this color, I go about 10% darker. I already have that color picked out. Then I fill in that layer, Option delete, add a layer mask, fill that in, and then Command plus plus, grab, and I'm going to get a nice big brush here. And I'm just okay. Now, if we had a little pause there, my software kind of crashed on me, but no big deal. So again, we just want to come in here and we want to kind of paint in some color into her cheeks that weren't there. We can reduce the size of our brush and come on down here, come on down in here, come up here a little bit with the color, and if we spill over onto the hair a little bit, just hit your X key and you can go in there and actually clean it right out. So I may want to just do a little more in here with some color, and this is just going to add a little natural color back into her cheeks that she doesn't really seem to have. Now again, we're going to take this, we're going to put this into overlay mode like this, and just turn it on and off. You can just see what it's done already. We've added some what I call hot spots over here, but when we turn this opacity down, we're only going to make it like 22%. Command minus, let's back out of here a little bit. You can see it just really, all it does is give her a nice little glow to her face that she didn't have originally. So now in this lesson so far, we've lightened her cheeks, we've added some makeup, put some lipstick on this girl. We're about ready to go into the final part, for at least for this video, for this 4-part video, is where we're going to lighten up her hair, add some color back into her shirt here, and then we're going to do a very nice softening of the skin. Not much. Now something else we can do real quick if we wanted to is we could actually get rid of some of this hair, and maybe I'll do that in the next one just because it does stand out kind of all over the place, and we really don't need it there. But other than that, we're good to go. So I will see you in our final part. I hope you enjoyed.